So I need to know why did you choose to do that experience in the first place? Like go to Kilimanjaro and then subsequently all the mission trips to Africa. I mean, this is a big part of your life because flying to Africa is by no means a minor endeavor. And it takes a lot of time, energy, and also money, to be frank. I mean, because those
Right,
are expensive trips, I imagine.
right,
So
right.
why Africa? Like why that?
So funny that you asked. So I've been obsessed with Africa ever since I was a little girl. My dream was always to go to Kenya, and I
Hmm.
don't know why. It was just a thing. We had one of our my grandmother's cousins who had never married. She didn't have children, but she traveled all over the world. Right? She was a very high end seamstress, and she went
Okay.
to Africa when we were little. And I just thought, my gosh, how cool! I want to go to Africa. So I find out, I want to say by now, it's probably been 30 years or something, that we come from African slaves in what is now known
Hmm.
as the Republic of Benin, Stohemi back then. My great, 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 great grandfather was taken to Havana Harbor, married a slave woman. My, they had a daughter, and that daughter had a child with the slave owner's son, and that's my great grandmother. So she was
Wow.
raised in a lot of privilege and wealth. She was mulata,
She was
and she had my grandmother. So it's not that far
interesting.
removed.
No, it's
So I
not. Not
started
at all.
sort of making the connection. I got very, very interested in the Cuban slave trade just to see what
Mm-hmm.
kind of things transpired. And and I love that you said, why did you choose? I don't think I chose it, Mauro. I think I always
Okay.
wanted it. I
Okay.
feel like it was always a dream in my heart, but I think God knew, God made the invitation, and it's almost like he said, let's see what you do with this.
Hmm.
So at the time, I had my title company. I had been in real estate on the title side for 28 years, loved every minute of it, knew that I was going to be doing that until I died because I loved it that much. So I
Really?
had my own company and very busy. I had offices in Orlando and in Miami, and I was busy, but I loved it. I didn't mind 14-hour days. And I go on this trip, and it was funny, Mauro, because every time my IT person was my cousin. He was brilliant. And I would say, just set everything up so that I can do it from Africa. Never having a trip on the agenda or on the calendar or anything. I said, just set me up so that I can do my life with this business from Africa. And lo and behold, I get this invitation for this trip, and he had configured everything so like everything was on a cloud before the cloud was a cloud,
Before the cloud was a cloud.
and I could do life and respond even though I'm halfway around the world. Except on the mountain, we had zero communication
Hmm.
for 7 days. Our family didn't know whether we were alive or dead, but
Wow.
that was one of the caveats, and it was survivable apparently.
Yeah.
And I
Clearly.
came back. Yeah, I came back from that trip, and I remember I sat my mom, my husband, and my kids down, and I said, I'm retiring from title. And my husband,
Okay, that's huge.
yeah, yeah. And my
Wow, that's
husband
huge.
says, okay, you fell, you hit your head on a mountain. What is going on? So I get back October 4th, Mauro. Now remember, I had been doing this for 28 years. December 31st, I was retired. I gave away my Orlando business to someone I worked with here. I gave away I didn't even, everybody's like, well, sell it. I have a buyer. And I'm like, I don't, I don't want to sell it.
You gave it a you
I wanted to, I wanted to be a blessing, and
what
you
the
do what you
heck?
do.
Oh
And
my
I knew God would provide. Now, to be fair, I was already in coaching school.
god.
Even
Okay.
though coaching school was, I was at University of Miami. It was just a curiosity. I knew I would never do coaching professionally, but people said, "Hey, coaching is a thing," and I'm like, "What do you mean it's a thing?" People always call me that, and they're like, "Yeah, you can get certified and become a coach." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And 2 weeks later, I'm enrolled at whatever. So, so I had this crazy idea that I'm going to retire from title and I'm just going to start coaching full time.
Okay, what
January.
year was this? What year was this?
This was 2004. 2014, December
Wow.
31st, 2014.
Okay, so
It
I
was,
think it's important to point out for the audience because now everyone and their mother knows what a life coach is in
yeah,
2025, but it
yeah,
wasn't the case in 2014.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think so. I mean, I think it was
I didn't
started.
know. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,